Alright, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Had a little bit of a hiccup there, so we got that all squared away. Fix these cameras back the way they should be. And fix this screen here. Oh, that's interesting. It reset everything, including my screens here. Alright, well, we're back in, and I'll go ahead and take care of fixing that, so.
Okay. Well, you'll be happy to know I am not going to tell you to do the card thing now. The resistance folks will join you here. And what do you want to do to try to deal with the
Is this going to be a DSR?
I mean, I think it depends on what you do. It's pretty open. So I'm open to what do you think you guys want to try?
I was thinking that we needed to get in to at least see what had already been done or not, because if we get in there and they've planted stuff already, we definitely need to dig it up. And if they hadn't planted already, then we could just kind of disable all of the construction equipment and whatnot. But
okay,
that was my thought process. But because I don't want to just go in and murder people, because that's just not who Alistair is. They might be really bad people, but they're not unredeemable yet. Just the Goss box.
Okay.
The church police are just misguided. They could come to the right way of do not later.
Well, someone with some sort of better talking skill
Definitely not me.
needs to be up front in the car, because they'll have to get past the gate. Because I'm assuming they will roll up and there's a gate and there's a guy there going, "Who are you?" It's like, new replacements. Let us through, please.
Oh, are you gonna like take their stuff and dress up as them?
Well,
That's
an
sounds
option.
like a good plan. Someone can dress as the Inquisitor and just be a jackass to them, right?
We found this heretic along the road. But yeah, not me, because I got this crown with little pokey things going.
Yeah,
I am very well cybernetic. Yes.
Hold on one second.
Sorry, I'm reloading right now.
That's fine. I was saying goodnight to the boy. Oh, and come grab this for me. All right.
Yeah. So we try to roll in and then park near the heavy equipment. And
So who is it that's dressing up in the church police gear?
Who is our best talker? I'm a 6.
I don't think anybody in this group's a talker.
No, we are not.
Well, what's bad is Alex can actually speak the language.
That's what I was thinking. Alex can put on the robes of the Inquisitor and pretty
So
much.
I'm just gonna, tint you red so I know you're in disguise.
Okay.
I assume Spoot's gonna be flying way far away or something.
Flying way far away. Yeah.
Kraken Tor.
I have that emitter thing.
That's true, you do. Are you gonna put this gear on?
I will if the emitter won't make it look like it.
That's a good question. Let's take a look. I've never thought of that. Would the emitter basically override the thing? Well, let's see.
I assume Takeshi will not change just because he's wearing his
Yes.
suit.
Takechi will not. But I will throw my robe over the clothes like I did before and see if that would work.
I mean, are you going to be like tied up in the back so you look like a prisoner?
No, I throw robes over. Not the Inquisitor's robes, just the ones I bought earlier.
So what sort of robes are these?
I don't know. Just basic robes I bought that would be big enough and bulky enough to go over the armor.
Okay, so really a really big cloak.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna call that not in disguise.
No.
We're gonna call it the Takechi disguise. He's disguised himself as Takechi.
Takechi has now finally decided that, yeah, maybe I'll get the Gosuku that does the chameleon thing. Next time I get enough points.
Might be worth it. You are starting to stand out.
Yeah, there's been a few times that he has stood out in missions, and
Now you could always just take the armor off.
that is not the way.
All right, so this is the way. That's what you're saying.
Aye.
Huh. Well, it's probably not trademarked yet. All right, what else? So we have one of you who's disguising themselves. Well, two, because Krakentor is going to try to as well.
Let's see. Yeah, Borgia will try to find a suit that he could wear out of our
All right.
remaining ones, and then try to put a hat on.
I have the projection clothing, so I bought that. So I will make it look something similar to what it needs to be.
So you're trying to also disguise. All right. All right, so four of you say, yes, we will put on a disguise, drive the truck in. And what are you asking the resistance to do?
All right.
You're the Delphi Council. They're following your plan.
Well, they could put on the rest of the armor.
Yeah, they just don't like the idea of Takechi not being a prisoner if they're going in.
Oh no, he is
Not
prisoner.
a prisoner. Maybe they stay outside and attack after you all start a diversion or something. But they'll still follow your plan, unless it's going to get them killed. In which case, they have suggestions.
No. Takeshi will look like prisoner. He will just hold hands behind his back in kneeling
And I'll
back.
keep my head down and the hood up.
Mm-hmm.
I will pull, what was that show? Chewbacca.
Would it help if you were to take off your helmet, maybe?
That is no. It will not help. We keep hood on him. Yes. Hood is fine.
Then oh, you know what? Hold on. Can I borrow your cloak?
Aye, here.
Good. So he kind of takes it, wraps up one of the cyber, the church police, shoots the guy a couple of times so that it puts some holes in the cloak and gets it all bloody. This now you will look like a corpse. What?
Okay.
Better disguise. Just lay still.
Don't move.
Fine. I lay down in bed of truck.
Yes. You're going to be planted in the field. That is what they will do. Yes? Very good. All right. So just driving in, doing some recon, and then wing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like it was going to go any other way.
You're probably not wrong. Go ahead. Who's actually, we know who's driving, the computer. But I think it's Alex is pretending that he's driving.
Yes.
So actually, you know what I'm going to do? There's only one of you disguised, so I'm only going to tint Takechi. Be a little easier, won't it? Yeah, well.
Yeah, just hit
All
the
right,
dead guy.
so you're driving. They of course, coming up on, there is what you would expected to see, a fairly large perimeter fence. There are lots of security drones. You can see that there'll be bright lights here that can be turned on at night. Lots of bulldozers, heavy machinery, etc. And it looks like they've cleared a good amount of forest. This is going to be a pretty decent sized field, so good for them. Give me an evidence analysis roll.
Each of us, or
Yeah,
Well,
this is kind of as you're driving up.
here's Takeshi's from the bed of the truck.
No. Takeshi's pretending to be dead. You don't need to roll, Dan. Good point. Thank you.
Well, you said everyone, so I just want to make sure.
By the way, I do have an alertness card still.
Okay.
Just telling you.
Yeah, well, so far, it's looking like you may want to play it.
Okay. I'm just going to go in and put it out there then.
Yep. So, as you're pulling up, you can see first they are checking people through. It looks like not long ago they brought in a bus, because you can see a whole bunch of people kind of sitting in the bus. And you're able to see, it looks like most of them, they all look pretty downcast and sad. And, yeah, you think they may have brought
some fresh bodies.
Yeah, but movement, they're alive still.
Yeah.
So they kind of do the wave you down to slow you down at the gate. You get there, they hold up a little thing, boop, scan the truck. It registers, you've already hacked the computer, they open the gate and wave you in.
Okay. Go on in then.
Very good at security in this country. You're in, what would you like to do?
We're going to have to do something about those people.
Agreed.
So the resistance, that might be a great job for them, is getting those people out.
Well, we caused distraction with blowing up things while they take the bus and take it out.
Yes.
And I mean, take it out of complex, not
Exactly.
You can see they've felled a lot of trees in the area, a lot of stacked timber. Kind of when you see they pile all the logs up. It even looks like they probably are loading some onto a truck as well.
Mm-hmm.
After all, no reason to waste resources. So apart from dead Takechi, what are the rest of you doing?
Is there like a central area where they have the heavy machinery? And I assume they have some sort of makeshift building that houses the central security.
Yeah, there's probably a almost like a foreman's type building, and obviously there are lots of antenna on top of it because you got to make sure you have the GodNet, a nice strong connection here, which they do. So they do have that, and then there are a number of what else would you need? The lifting. I don't know what all the things are called, other than a bulldozer. The rest of it is all just heavy equipment.
Heavy machinery.
Yeah, that's it. All of that stuff, those things, and the cutting things, and the picking up things thinger, and the grabbing and moving, the claw.
Yes.
They have it all.
Chooses what tree stays and what tree goes.
Only thing they're missing is the machine that goes ping.
But I think we should go into a building and shut down drones that are flying around. And shut down all of power in there. Really mess them up for a bit.
Sure.
Then we blow that up.
Oh, and some of the guards are walking dogs around the complex. I almost forgot about that.
How many guards and stuff do we see roughly?
There's a bunch here. They're moving around, but you are definitely going to probably be outnumbered 3 or 4 to 1.
Do most of them just look like, other than the dogs, just general church police or?
Church police? Yes, they do.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. So we can try to just go into a power building and take out the power building and
shut down the communication, shut down the GodNet.
Yep. Seems like a good place. Probably the one with all the towers, right?
It's pretty obvious which one you would need to go to, yeah.
Science, and currently science is disfavored.
And idea cards are not allowed.
Right. I have nothing to add.
That's a suspicious statement.
Well, I have some EMP ready, so that will help.
Yeah.
Hurts a little.
Mm-hmm.
We are good.
Yeah, I've never had to think about how to blow up cyber papacy vehicles, so I mean, reprogram them so that they do strange things.
Like,
Cool.
you mean just drive in a general? Like, we could literally point them to drive away and just keep on going.
Yeah.
Okay, we could do that once we
As
know
long
that.
as you leave the guy in, right? He's got to stay in there.
Sure. But you knock a guy unconscious, put him in there, he'll stay unconscious for hours.
Yeah.
Who knows what he's going to run into on the way? Hope there's no cliffs in the way, or
No,
rivers,
there's the river. Remember?
rivers, lakes, and yeah.
No, there's the river there.
Yeah. We just have them all drive into the river.
Yeah, I don't want to do that with people inside. That'll kill the people. But
Yeah, water splash face. He wake up quickly. Yes, it's good. Yes.
And he's hog-tied.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He get out of it. Happens all time in movie.
Or we could just have a, oh shoot,
Demolition-
I can't think of it.
demolition,
thank
a
you.
demolition derby with,
A
with the
demolition
heavy
derby.
with heavy equipment.
Yeah.
That's a fast derby.
It's like Car Wars, but
Yeah, I'm pretty
More
sure.
like car skirmish, but sure.
of course they could also just chase the guards around. But
Well, I mean, you could always, you've hacked it pretty well. You had an outstanding. You might be able to remote pilot it from here.
yeah.
Just keep the guy in it. So we will just all get out.
Yep.
We'll create a diversion in the power building to take down the power, essentially, while the resistance members go get to the bus
Okay.
and try to drive it out of here.
All right. So what sort of role? All right. So you know what? Actually, this sounds like we should probably do this as a DSR because this plan's getting pretty complex, isn't it?
Because while they're doing that, I could actually get the heavy equipment to start digging up what's already planted.
There's nothing planted yet.
Oh, there isn't. Sorry,
Nope.
I missed that.
Yeah, they're in the bus.
Correct.
That and Rod, you did foreshadow us, throwing away all the Step D cards and the backup plans. So we may as well turn this into a DSR.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. We're like, hey, we don't need those. You know what, guys? You're right. You don't. Let's have a DSR now. Good point, Jim. Good point. I knew
I'm
I
here
kept you
for
around
you.
for some reason. I mean, I'm not always entirely sure why, but right now I'm sure. All right, so let's just large. All right, so let's see. Step A. Step A, step B, step C, step D. It sounded like the primary plan is taking out the hub, right?
Yes.
Is that kind of our DSR, and you think that should be enough chaos to rescue folks and set them back a bit?
Yeah.
It's gonna shut down the GodNet. All the computers going down.
Yeah.
I mean, just
So-
imagine all those people who are suddenly disconnected from the GodNet. They're going to spend like 10 minutes just like wondering what's going on.
Well, they're not so far away that they'd be in the wilds, but there are still some deleterious effects that could potentially happen. So step A, it sounds like, is what? Just our fly casual, nonchalantly blend in as we're heading over there.
Yes.
What is that going to be? Stealth, disguise?
I think either a stealth or a persuasion, depending, because we could either talk our way past people or just.
Yeah, you're right. There will probably be someone over there. All right. So persuasion to get in. Then what?
At one of the steps is going to be the EMP or a computer to shut everything down.
Do you have an EMP spell?
Yes, I do on the crown.
All right. All right.
And if we're gonna set off an EMP or computers, we might need to find the right location, the right computer, so to speak, that's the main server
I
or
think as
something.
long as you get in that room, I do have a computer. This is my step B.
Okay.
So step C I have is probably either science or EMP, right? And what's step D?
We probably want to get out before the entire complex converges on the power building, so that we're not surrounded by everyone that's there.
All right, there's going to be 5 of you doing this. How many of them? Ooh.
It's more than 5, huh?
Trying to come up with a nice. Nope, that yellow doesn't work. Orange. The problem is these colors don't blend real well, or blend too well. Is that easy enough to see?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Still good if I move it over so I have room for the cards themselves?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now look, if we don't get out before step D, then there's going to be problems, right? You're keeping the truck basically here, I think, to help you guys escape. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well then, let's see how this goes. Yes. We don't have to worry about the tech constructs, but we have an A, a B, and a D. Yes, 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 yes. So, are we going for step A or steps A and B?
I mean, my persuasion's horrible, but we can try steps A and B if you want.
I
Yeah, I was
say
gonna say-
go for it. You
Yeah.
can do it.
If
Yeah.
you've got the computers too, so you might as.
And this is honestly these each because of the number of folks who are here, the number of computers in that building, the sign, all that. This is probably representing minutes as opposed to rounds.
Gotcha.
You know.
Okay. Okay. I'll go on and roll on my persuasion.
If you get that, you got the computers roll.
Right.
Let me.
That's why I was pointing out that it's minutes.
Yeah.
Let me just go. Well, I mean, they would have to help on both of them, right?
No, but it reduces the delta on the 2.
Okay.
Right. So I would help. I would try to assist on the persuasion, since the bless won't last long enough, basically.
Right.
So, so I will try and help on the persuasion.
And you don't want to be seen casting bless anyway here.
Obviously, I failed.
Right.
Okay. So I'm just going to go in and try it. And I'm going to spend the possibility.
Well, before you do you want to do the math?
Oh, I know. Does anyone have
giving you
here?
a -1.
Yeah.
And you already have the -2 you didn't include for both steps.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
You're technically 3 down even further. A 12 only gets you back up to a 6.
I know, but I was going to ask, does anyone have a hero or drama card?
It's the first step, so we haven't
First
had
step.
first card, so we haven't
That's
had a chance
right.
to put them in.
Okay.
I consider letting this one go.
Okay, yeah.
Just
I forgot
math
that we
out.
have to get cards into our pool.
Yep. Which, hey, everybody pull a card.
Okay.
I know Kung Fu. A, B, C, D.
Oh, hell.
Are you tempted? You looked tempted.
Well, Robert, I would go for the A and B again because science
Okay.
is going to be disfavored.
Yeah, let's go on and do the A and B again. And does somebody have a hero or drama card?
I do now, yes.
Okay. So if I need it, we'll trade out.
Do you want me to try to help you on persuasion again?
If you want.
I will try. I don't think I'm going to do well, but can't be any worse.
I'll hold my breath and see if it helps. Will that do any good?
So we're looking at a -3.
Okay.
But it can be just as bad.
Yeah, that was pretty good, Jim.
I needed those on Electo so many times.
Okay. Let's see. Damn, I'm having such a problem right now. Oh
Not
Wow.
looking good.
no.
These guards are getting very, very suspicious at this point.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead. Put that third card. I think we might finally see a failed DSR.
Wow.
End of line. So for card number 3, only A and B. Do you want to only go for A this time? Maybe that's the deal, right?
The truth is, if I get A, I get B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And at this point, we need to make steps because
Yeah.
that's already card number 3.
So
Okay.
no helping this time.
He's blaming you, Jim. It's
Sure.
crystal clear. All right, so -2 for both actions, and you all have 2 cards in pool.
Yeah.
Now, if anybody else has any other ways to help, just interrupt us and say, "Here's what I'm doing."
I submitted it. Tell me if it comes through. If not, I'll reset.
Go ahead, redo. Sometimes that'll push it, and we'll just use the first one.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna need the drama, but
Probably.
let me start with a possibility. Okay, so let me have the
3 away.
Oh, you're only
hero
I-
or
you're only,
drama.
I have a willpower.
Do you want? I
Yeah,
can do
use-
that instead.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
just
was
use the
gonna say.
willpower because we just need a
Okay.
12.
Yep.
Oops, I dropped it.
No, that's fine. It'll stay on the table, so that gets us to 12.
All right. So clearly, you guys knew what you were talking about. You just, these are they're French, and you've been speaking Portuguese. That's the problem.
Well, I also speak French, but
So it's successful when you switch to French.
yeah.
Yes, that was the. All right.
Oof.
So, whoop. All right, now you'll have that third card going into your pool. We have 2. Oof. Yes. The heroes will flurry,
Yay.
and we have A, B, C, D. This
Oof.
is the best card
Yes.
in
Yeah.
the game. 25.
So I will just do the EMP and just the EMP.
Okay,
C.
go for it.
And no modifier. And I'm looking for a 12.
So take some shock.
So yes, I will. Boop, boop. I'm going to use a possibility here. Last roll was an 8. So
Yep.
we are successful.
That'll do it. So the things begin shutting down, and alarms elsewhere begin going off outside. Now, I did this as a DN18, assuming that one person was taking point and others would be helping. But at the end of the flurry, pull a card, and then who is the primary runner? The person who's kind of trying to get everyone to the truck as fast as possible.
who's best at stealth or dex?
Not me.
Probably. My dex is only a 9, so compare that to anybody else's.
I have a dex of 10 and a stealth of 12.
Well, then
Lehman wins.
Sounds like you.
sounds like Krakentor just volunteered.
Yep, but who would like to help? By the way, I've assumed that Corpse Takechi has stayed in the truck the whole time.
I'm
Right.
sure I'll defend the truck.
I mean, it would have looked weird if all of a sudden you were walking around.
Yes, it would have. But I will defend the truck, make sure nobody comes and takes it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as long as you guys hit this, you'll be fine.
I will attempt to help.
Run.
Rakentor. Yeah.
All right. So try to help.
I am also going to help.
Try to help.
Wow.
You do.
That's some help.
I have enough of these. I want to make it work.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? All right, so you can do this with a +3.
+3. Okay.
And I have some cards to help you if you.
Ew. I am favored.
You are?
So, Shadow Step. I killed a couple giants for that.
Oh no, but this is a Dex, not Stealth.
Oh, Dex.
Raw
Okay.
Dex.
Raw Dex. Then I need
So it
to-
actually might even technically be a little lower,
Or
probably, right?
Yeah, it would have been a 6.
Okay.
So let me.
Definitely spending one, or this is technically the 4th round. You'll have one round after this
Yeah. No, let me.
if you want to save resources.
I think we should try to get it out of here now while we
I
have
think-
the D.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I hit the wrong thing. I hit Dex instead of the
It's okay.
possibility for the other one.
So that
That's
should
okay.
be a
So
13.
click, well, I was about to say, click, yeah,
Possibility, and then
put the
just
last
change
roll
it
as a
from there.
3, right? Because that's what you had had.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to, and it'll do the math for us.
Okay.
All right, 4 away.
I have a hero for you. And,
Okay. Let's throw that down. There we go.
All right. So you guys can get to the truck, and now you are trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Right? They're saving the bus. You're all getting out. It's probably not fair to give you a car chase at this point, is it? That would probably not be cool, would it?
No.
Robert's like, no, don't give us 2 DSRs in a row. Right, that would not be cool. All right. Because technically it wouldn't have been a chase. It would have been like a hover car kind of following you through the woods and had you lose him in the jungle. I was very curious to see how that was going to go. But that's okay. Your goal here was really to take out the system so that... Because you know how the cyber church works, right?
Mm-hmm.
All work will stop until GodNet is restored.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, because if we can't have communication with the church back in, on the mountain, then obviously it is God's will that we not do any work here.
Mm-hmm.
So they won't.
Well, they have to be recognized by the God on the mountain that they are doing work for God. So,
I mean, that's probably part of it, but also we need the GodNet to tell us what to do. All right. So the resistance will be quite happy that you have helped, especially since they didn't require your help. This is basically you guys said, you know what, we're going to do a good deed and spend resources and get nothing extra other than people's gratitude. Look at you being all strong.
paladin.
Quinn Sebastian will be proud. That will get us to the end of the scene. So now we can do the card thing. We're going back to 5 cards. And now you can dump all that crap you don't like, Jim.
Well, I just need to get back up to 5.
Yeah, correct. Wow, you were just full of ideas, aren't you?
Apparently.
Man, that law of stagnation hurts so bad.
It does.
I don't think that's the worst Cosm card in the game.
So, gonna recycle.
No.
Step A.
You sure? There could be more.
Yeah, well, I got a step A and a step B, so I think I'll hang on to the step
Yeah.
B.
Well, it doesn't matter. None of you have the whatchamacallit anyway.
Yep.
None of you are smart enough to be situationally aware.
I
Anyone else
am.
recycling?
I'm going to get rid of this adrenaline.
Okay. So I'm going to dump these two.
Yeah, I'm gonna recycle my willpower.
I'm going to dump these three. All right.
Good trade.
So afterwards, the resistance, since you helped them with their goal, they will actually offer to help you with yours.
Ooh.
Okay.
So really what I'm going to do, because you did all that extra you didn't have to do, I'm going to change you from the good success you had to the outstanding success, as if you had gotten their aid. That seems like a fair trade. Showing you the maps, it occurs to them that what you did sabotaging the Godnet, right? The hut, whatever the hell the word is. They would think that they could savage the turbines of the 12 apostles, which should draw a lot of forces away and help you to sneak in.
Okay.
So they think they can give you a diversion and make it a little bit easier for you to sneak in. If you're willing to steal a vehicle, they do know a place a couple miles upriver that is supposed to have a hovercraft, which you could probably use to get across the water and get to the island fairly quickly. But you'd have to steal that, and then you'd have to try, water vehicles to get in instead of.
I am not a pirate.
I don't know. I think you do have that reputation, and if I recall correctly, didn't somebody even tell everyone you were a pirate?
Some false rumors were spread, but they were quickly dissipated, especially when I was knighted. But I am not a pirate.
We're not going to steal it. We're just going to borrow it.
Just saying, I'm going to be very careful before the next time I get on a boat.
Yep. No, that's fair, Dread Pirate Sir Alistair.
Does anyone have water vehicles?
I believe the pirate does.
Do you, Jim? Oh, okay.
I do. I've got water vehicles.
Okay.
Land, air, sea. I dominate them all.
While it would be entertaining for me to have taken one from that travel, I did not.
Not just entertaining, but it would make sense.
Yes. I did learn some things on how to tie knots.
You did.
With somebody telling me what knots I needed to tie, but...
Right. It would totally make sense if it had stuck.
Yeah. I probably repressed all of the memories of those knots after being called a pirate enough times.
And then as soon as someone's like, we should steal this boat. I'm not a pirate! Whoa, chill, dude!
So we steal vehicle to go steal hovercraft so we can get on island.
Something like that.
Okay. The other option they'll say is obviously, you could stealth and, swim and try to kind of go through the jungle. Your call.
Yeah.
Either way, there's going to be some scout drones in the area, even after they draw off the troops, that you're going to have to deal with and get past. Oh, and by the way, let me move us to the next tabletop, which it occurs to me, we could have used this one for all that last scene, and it totally would have been appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
If only I had thought of that.
Well, I think let's go hovercraft. Keep feet dry for as long as we can.
We're stealing it from these police. They don't really deserve to keep those nice vehicles anyway.
All right, so tell me how we're doing that.
Well, clearly we need to hack the computer again on the hovercraft, right? Because
Yeah, we'll probably also need some stealth. So I think who is it that's going to be stealthing up to it and stealing it?
well,
Definitely Boryak because I have the watercraft skills.
Are we going to well, first of all, did we keep the armor of God from the street cops?
I don't know. Did you?
I mean, that's what I was asking, if people wanted to have that, because that might help us blend in a little bit. And are we going to need to hack the boat to take it?
A water vehicles or a computer hack roll will be required, one or the other, to steal it.
Who all needs to go to get the boat then?
Borya.
Borya definitely. It's just, do we want to send Borya with anyone else? Because I'm pretty sure the boat's going to have people on it.
Yeah.
So we might.
I think we all need to go.
Okay.
Right. Because once we get on the boat, I think we're just going to
go right to the island.
Right.
So, who's carrying the dead body?
You have a dead body?
Oh,
no, we are doing the stealthy thing this time.
yeah, it's to catch you. I think this time you don't need to try to act like a dead body. This time I think you can just help stealth.
Yes,
because I think
stealth so well in my shiny armor.
I think giving the armor of God that we have to the resistance members will help them a lot more than it'll help us.
All right. So
Okay.
I'll go ahead and who's going to do the main roll for stealth? Because that's how we do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
As we've learned, Krakentor has advantage on stealth.
Yes. So I will roll to see if I either hinder or help. And I do neither.
Stealthy. I will help also. Hey, I will help with the stealth.
Pardon me.
No pardon.
Hey, you started the day that way. I'm just ending it that way.
I will continuously both game sessions, man. Tell me I'm wrong.
No.
Yeah, I will try to help.
There's no honor in telling a story.
Okay.
Or a fib.
So yeah, Rod, we're trying to stealth up to it. I think.
One.
Borya,
Yeah, looks.
help.
Like Borya was helping our primary stealther.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so
Okay.
But at least we
go
didn't
ahead,
hinder.
Krakentor.
So I will favor that.
Seems like a good idea.
There we go.
That was a very good
That's
idea.
a better roll.
Yes.
That was much
That was
better.
worth killing a couple of giants.
I was gonna say, if you almost wanted to go for it, I have another glory. It's up to you.
I have the possibility. I do not have a hero or drama.
I have a drama. So
you'd have to roll better than a 10 on at least one roll.
yeah, your call.
Well, you have to get a
You'd have to roll a 24.
24.
Right, we need
yeah.
24 on the 2 dice, but
At least a 12 and a 12.
12.
Let's try. Why not?
All
All
right.
right, go for it. You're pretty flush.
I'll get the note taken ready.
Well, there's
That's the
12
first
of it.
12 you need. Ooh.
There you go.
There we go.
Hey, nice.
All right, so each of you can draw your card. I'm dropping the possibilities now. There you go. And that is 3 glories in one act. That's kind of unprecedented.
And it's not even Isle.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's hilarious. I got a glory as my card.
So did you hear that, Michael John? They just got their 3rd glory this evening in this act. Aren't we glad they're not an Isle? Oh, I control the dice roller on roll 20?
Now, that was Alistair who put.
Wonder why?
Yes.
It's because
damn.
you guys aren't being held back by Captain Flowers.
That's
The
it.
Canadian was holding you back.
I think so.
No, he's not going to bring you any cookies. Which is why he was coming down to say, can I have some cookies?
That's pretty cool. That's the 2nd glory I've done with stealth.
Takechi, don't forget your possibility.
Thank you. I was busy typing.
All right, so you get close enough that you can you sneak up, and you'll even hear someone talking. There's only one church police guy on guard. Thank you. In the side the hovercraft, the pilot house, and you hear someone saying to him, "Okay, be careful. We have signal. We know the enemies are in position. They should be sneaking up on your position any moment. Glitching on the signal, but we think they're almost there. Be ready." And it occurs to you, that not only, like, your stealth was amazing, you suspect that coming here may be a trap.
So I will.
Not that you were necessarily betrayed, but someone has definitely set up a trap.
So I will let the others know that it's.
Do you happen to
It's
have
fishy.
an alertness? Do you happen to have an alertness card?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't either.
Now,
Nope.
if you want to bum rush this guy, we'll go straight to an ambush. You'll put a card in your pool. We'll start the fight. If you guys want to back off and go somewhere else, we can do that too.
It's up to you, Krakendor. What would you like? You're in lead.
Your glory.
Oh, let's go around.
Okay, so backing off.
Yes,
Okay.
I will go the stealthy way. See how that turns out.
So we swim for it.
All right, so you guys back off, kind of retreat. Gonna go for survival instead.
Yep.
All right.
I have point in survival.
I would,
Why?
if you
Oh,
like,
point.
I will let you guys roll evidence analysis to try to figure out what the frack the hell just happened to us.
Oh, sure.
13 to help whoever.
Yeah, that's a 10 to help because I'm not doing it.
Hey, 10 to help.
So who was the person rolling? I heard lots of I help.
I think that's
Alex, right? Alex got the best.
Probably
evidence
Alex.
analysis.
He does.
So I got a 13
Okay.
plus whatever help there was.
Yeah. You know,
Jeez.
Alex, it does occur to you that you gave them all the guys the power army, but Takechi said he was keeping the power sword.
Ah.
And none of you have hacked that or detached it from the godnet. So the church
Gotcha.
can follow your position.
Okay. How long does it take to hack a power sword?
No, leave the sword. Take the cannoli because they'll be waiting for us to spring out. So we leave the sword right here, and basically it's a big distraction.
Yeah.
And then we go
Well,
other way.
Is there any wildlife around?
I mean, it's not like the place is the living land where it's easy to find.
Dog, cat, anything like that?
Don't think
Probably
we're
not.
going to be able to tie the power sword to a bear and let it just wander.
Yeah, I would agree.
Put it on a piece of driftwood and push it out in the water.
Oh, there you
Well,
go.
remember, this was, I think I had said this was upstream, so it would be then drifting down in the same direction you guys want to go.
Oh.
I
No.
totally approve that plan.
No. We just hide it in a cabinet in the boat as we're walking off of this boat, and just get in the water and
You
swim.
hadn't technically boarded the boat yet, or at
Okay.
least, I mean, Krakentor had. And then he kind of waves everyone off. So you're kind of in hiding again. You could leave it right here in the bushes.
Yeah, leave it in the bushes.
All right.
Okay. All right, so we're going to roll survival instead to see if how we do getting to the island.
All right. I have an 8. How does everyone?
7.
I mean, I have an 8, but untrained, so.
Are we each doing it
I'm
individually?
going to ask
or...
for each of you to do it individually.
Oh,
We
okay.
can do
Okay.
that then.
And basically, it'll be here's some fatigue that sticks around for a little while if you don't make it. Right? Going through the jungle is arduous.
What are we looking for?
Standard.
So at least a 10?
Yep.
So.
You don't get it, just boop the fatigue button and you're good.
Now, this doesn't get us across the water.
This does.
Do you,
Oh, it does.
you want
Okay.
another glory?
Here.
No! No glory!
that was already past a possibility too, so there's a lot less.
All right, I'll play a willpower to make mine succeed.
Okay.
I really don't need 9 of these things.
Are you
do
sure?
you?
Yeah, and I really don't like having cyber papacy ones in my hand.
Fine. They convert to regular ones in between acts if you want them to.
Yes, they do. Or I can just use them now when it's still a possibility, and then I don't accidentally have them left when I need them later.
All right. In other words, when you're doing miracles.
Correct.
Fair enough.
When I'm trying to heal somebody before they die, when I'm trying to raise somebody before they die, not the time to have a cyber papacy one left.
No, you just want to have others left as well.
Sure.
All right. So did anyone fail that and press fatigue?
Oh, I forgot. Spoot.
Spoot doesn't worry. He can fly.
Oh, that's true. There we go.
All right. So, Alistair, Krakentor, Borea. Who am I missing? Oh, Takechi played a card. Oh, wow, you all made it. Disappointing. All right. Now, all of the drones that are in the area, this is a stealth DNA team. So this is going to be super duper hard.
Well, we know who's doing
Think
it.
if you do this, sorry, you have help from your allies doing their thing. It's a DN 14.
And it's just one person doing this one, or
Yeah, you can have one person do this.
Okay, so there's no need for us to roll to assist.
No, that's up to you. If you want to assist him with the. Oh, that's
yeah.
true. There are 5 of you, aren't there?
Mhm.
So that is well, 6 if we count Spoot. We do have a -4 here. So if other people want to try to help, sorry, Dan makes that a.
That'll
Okay.
help a little.
I'll
Yeah.
try.
Sorry, guys.
Nope, I don't
I
help.
don't have a second chance to fix that either, so.
My roll kind of helped it a little.
A little bit. All right, so why don't you do this with a -3 against the 14?
So what are we looking for?
At least a 14.
14.
14. So down 5.
Well, I can give you 6 points if you want me to.
Well, a single possibility should also get you there.
Yeah, I have 2 supporter cards, so
That would also do it.
I have an adrenaline if you want it.
I can spend a possibility.
Well, I mean, you got 3 left.
Yeah, we'll just glory again.
There we go.
okay.
All right. No Jim.
Act's not done yet.
No, all right. So you have successfully gotten across Kaviana Island undetected. There are some gently rolling hills we had talked about. Really, it's about 20 meters off of sea level. Patchy jungle, getting to the 50 degrees west, right on the equator. There's some jagged cracks along the ground that radiate from the top of the hill. There's some trees tilting away from swollen ground. And how many of you have ads in telepathy? Just you? You can sense the cradle. You've been in these things before. You can kind of feel it nearby.
It is like I sense the cradle.
However, all you see is this single metal spike about 3 meters tall, decorated like right in the center where you'd expect the cradle to be, with just intricate circuit patterns.
Is the cradle on the net?
It's not a Stella, is it?
I don't know. Are you gonna?
Well,
what do you want to do?
I think we're gonna have to go up.
So as you go up, it kind of opens up, and you notice a few things. First, it looks almost like a lily flowering. What would be kind of the pistil has this bank of flickering lights and a holographic display. The projecting stamen look a little bit like temptrodes. Between that and the holographic display, and the fact that the last 2 of these that you are in had transformed or been transformed by the reality where they emerged, it occurs to you that somehow when the cradle emerged, it was sucked into the God net. And right here, there are multiple connections, and you think that to get into the cradle, you're going to have to jack into it.
Yay.
Yep.
Oh, fun times, yes.
There are temptrodes and decks that you've all brought with you, so I'm sure it'll be fine. But in the meantime, let's do the card thing.
Get down to 5.
Yep, back to 5.
All right. And then recycle again.
Yep, if you'd like.
Yeah, I would totally like to recycle that one.
Do you guys think I need to keep this step B or no?
Man, that ambush I had set up for you guys at the boat is going to be awesome. Especially because it was going to bring back someone that you haven't seen in ages.
I'm in the same boat as you, Dan, but I'm gonna keep the step C. So if either you want to drop the B or I'll drop the C.
I mean, DSRs do happen in
In the GodNet.
And sometimes to get out of the godnet.
Yeah.
sometimes to get out they do.
Yeah, you're right. I'll hang on to it.
Yeah, B and C will be okay.
Well,
All right, so I'm killing these 4, and you've all recycled. We're as happy as we're gonna get with our cards.
mm-hmm.
All right. What kind of cyber deck do you have, Robert?
It's considered the basic one.
Okay, so just the first seal.
Yep.
Yep.
You're
I have
basically
one of
decking, and
those.
everybody else are your ride-alongs.
I have a first seal also.
Okay. Are you each going to jack in separately?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
So I need to know who the ride-alongs are for each of you. I don't know how you're getting Spoot in here.
Oh, Spoot's not coming in.
Okay.
He's flying around.
He's guarding your
our
knob.
meat sacks. Yes.
I will ride along with Kraken Tor so that there's at least a healer on each ride.
I'll hop in with Alex then.
Okay.
All right, Borya.
I ride with Alex.
All right.
Oh, since Alex gave us this lift last time, I suppose we ride with him again.
All right. So you plug in, Temtrode's on, right? And that's where we're going to pause, because this next one's going to be a long scene.
Aye. So we're going to stop for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Check back with us next Wednesday to see what happens once we jack into the GodNet to get into this cradle. Oh, and don't forget to check out social media for the Torg Hype Tuesday that Mike likes to throw out for us. If you forgot what we did tonight, I'm sure he will help you out in a very colorful way.
Well,
Yeah, I'm sure I will also forget what we did this week.
I'm going to forget what we did tonight.
So
I was going to say, to be fair, we have to talk about, are we going to, because Mike is not going to be here next
Yeah,
week.
I will not be here next Wednesday.
You're not.
I have this whole I'm getting married next Wednesday. And
Oh, congratulations.
thank you. So yeah. It would
I think you said the
it would be
fourth.
frowned upon.
Look,
So-
I'll be honest, but we have family in town next week, so I'm okay taking a week off.
So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and take next week off, and we'll all wish Mike a happy wedding day.
Yep.
Thank you.
We
But-
wish the same to the new missus, but she's marrying you, so how happy can it be?
Just remember, happy wife, happy life. So,
He's very happy already.
yes.
There were 2 things that I said, ooh, I want to remind
Yes.
people
So
about.
why don't we let you do that before I go ahead and announce the other programs we have coming up.
If anyone here is not on Discord, they said that the Aurora PDFs are expected probably next week. I think once we have all those final PDFs, that's all the artwork that I need. So at that point, we'll start figuring out and doing some mustering for A Trifling Matter, which is the 7-act book set in Aurora. And we have decided for TORGanized to play. It's 7 acts. As soon as you guys finish the book, if you're successful, we don't care how many acts you play, you're going to get all 35 XP. In other words, if you think at some point in the book you're ready to go take out the final whatever it is, and you're successful, you get the bulk of the XP, you get all the rewards. You don't have to risk and stay in a rush that long if you don't want to.
Like to X7.
So that may be something we'll discuss about picking up after we get done with Relics.
Possibly, we'll see. We'll see. I have been doing, though, I put out a while ago for anyone who's doing TORGanized play, hey, if you want to play, this is probably when my availability is. Let's start, seeing when people are interested. That is alpha tier play, so that's people can bring in brand new characters. Which for
Hey, isn't
not
that the one you wanted us to bring in new characters for?
You don't have to bring in new characters, but the Delphi Council specifically says they want alpha tier characters because they're worried that characters with a higher clearance rate may be tempted to fight when they should investigate or run away. So, maybe worth listening to.
Mm-hmm.
The other is you had asked as well, Robert, about the Pan Pacifica Kickstarter, and they have said soon, probably at some point in August. I think we're thinking the end of August. I think it was the last supposition coming from Ulysses Spiela's staff of probably the end of next month. So
Cool.
it'll
Okay.
be very exciting to see what's coming there. I can't wait.
Good stuff.
It's gonna be terrible stuff.
So on top of that,
Really can't wait.
So on top of that, Friday evening, 7 o'clock, we'll have our Rime of the Frost Maiden, so you come join us. And then Sunday, we have kicked off Lost Beginnings, the next, I guess, season of our Sunday night campaigns. So if you've missed our Session 0 last week, go ahead and check out the YouTube, as well as, of course, our Twitch channel here for the video, and see what happened on our first gameplay of Lost Beginnings. It was rather interesting. The players seemed to enjoy it. And then we'll be back here, not next week, but the week after, to continue our Relics of Power. And I think those are the only games we currently have scheduled at this time. So, well, I suppose there's nothing else to add. We're in this adventure called life together. So remember that golden rule. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.